We're ready to do this. If Lane's ready. We're ready if Lane's ready.
I'm ready. Just signing into Graphically. It's a comic book app for Android. That's right.
Graphically.
Graphically.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, live from the studios of Coefficient Media in Jackson, Michigan.
I thought you were doing the intro, and I'm supposed to be.
Oh, do you want to do it that way?
No.
I don't know.
Like
Whatever.
we did it as how we were supposed to be doing it.
However you want to do it.
Let's do it again.
But that was such a good time.
I know.
Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2. Live from the studios of Coefficient Media in Jackson, Michigan.
This is episode 51 of the Android App Show. This week, we're getting graphically.
Ooh.
Graphically.
Welcome to the Android App Show.
The future of the telephone business is bright and rich with promise for the millions of telephone users like yourselves, whose quick acceptance and ready use of each improvement in telephone service has helped make possible an endless chain of accomplishments. What will it be this time?
Welcome to the Android App Show, where we talk about Android apps and,
All the good stuff that goes along with it.
yeah.
Updates to the operating system. People keep saying, you guys don't just talk about Android apps on the show. Why do you call it the Android App Show?
That's true.
I say we can call it what we want to because it's our show. Right?
That is very true. And if you want to know who we are, I am Dave,
And I am Lane.
and we run the show here.
Yeah. Keeping the Coefficient Media Studios warm with the overhead lights.
Yeah.
Sometimes I wonder, I'm like, do we need this many? But we do. We look
Mhm.
like heck, and if we're hoping to improve that any.
Yeah. We need to replace that camera right there. The one that's pointing
Yeah.
right at us.
Yeah, it's
We look
making
a
us
little-
look ugly,
Burned out.
I think.
I am a little burned out today, but it's not because of that camera.
No. I like that camera, really.
It's because, oh, shoot. It's because we're going to talk about Android apps. We didn't have another slide before the... Ooh, boy. Jumping the gun there. Jumping the gun a little
Nice.
bit. But Lane, what's up, dude?
So, yeah, this week I've got several Android apps to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
First one, I'll just jump right into it here. My first app this week is for Androidify. So I have a friend on Twitter that kind of sent me a message about this, but I also saw it on the Android market that same day, and his message really encouraged me to actually download and install it.
Mm-hmm.
And I wish I had his name, but if you're watching the show, you know who you are. And you know, there's actually somebody I know on Twitter that lives in Egypt. You know what I mean? So I had some sort of a semi-intelligent conversation about what was going on there with
In
somebody
Egypt?
that's actually experiencing it. So it's pretty good times.
Did they work at Google?
No, that'd be weird. No, it wasn't Gonim or whoever.
Not everybody in Egypt works at Google.
Yeah. Let's see. You can't work at Google, but you can make yourself into an Android figure.
What?
So let's pop up the gadget cam here.
Oh, dude, there were
Close
so
down
many of
this,
these at, what was that, Barcelona
Oh,
Mobile
yeah.
World Congress?
What was
Oh
it?
my gosh.
What are you talking about? This,
Yeah, they had like an Androidify yourself kind of booth.
oh, okay. Well, this was mine. I made up.
You made it? Oh,
yeah.
you made him.
Yeah, so I got a watch and everything, and I got my my baby boy strapped to my chest.
Oh, your little Android.
With my glasses and the 5 o'clock. This is pretty accurate. See, it's even got loafers for me too.
Nice.
And that's me. I rock the loafers.
Sweet loafers, man.
So, but you can pick your skin tone. You can go with a nice Android green, clear up at the top, through all the flesh colors from light to dark, and I picked that right there. And you can also change your hair type. I mean, it's kind of like, this kind of reminds me of like Mii's, But they have some funnier stuff, like the total baldness. So they have that, and you can choose your hair color and the shirts. There's tons of shirts on this thing. Let's see. There's like this one kind of reminds me of the UPN. Let's see if I can. Yeah,
Lane, don't look behind you. There's a giant Android phone.
I like these video effects.
Yeah, it's kind of cool.
A
a little distracting, but cool.
It's hard to see. I guess I gotta remove the baby.
Remove the baby from this scene.
Yeah. Let's find it on here. There we go. Just toggle that bad boy. So let's see. I can pull up the shirts. There's all kinds of shirts on here. Just amazing stuff. I like this YouTuber shirt too.
Yeah, this
player.
must have been the exact same app they had. That was like one of their little doll thingies they had at the...
Yeah, the dresses and stuff. But like, look at the hair on here. You don't get hair that awesome on a Me, for Nintendo. That's not how that works. So that's pretty cool. But you can choose different pants, shorts, underwear, I guess. Get some skirts on me. And all kinds of different shoes. His heels.
Are you starting to make one like me?
I don't know. I should.
There we go. Perfect.
Or I can give you the pirate patch. Or a monocle. I love that. I don't know if they have your giant shag beard.
That's appropriate.
So you have more hair than that though.
A little bit.
Let's see. I can pull you up here. You got to find a good hairdo for Dave. What do you think?
Mm-hmm.
I'll give you the mullet.
That looks so sweet.
It's too curly though. Your hair is not curly.
No, it's not. I could make it curly.
It's kind of close.
That is pretty close. Oh. Wow.
There we go. So there's Dave, I guess. So, but once you do that, you can share it out to Twitter or just about anything really. It creates a link, and you just scroll down here to Twitter. Then you post made a picture of Dave. Let's put your name on there too, so you can. There we go. Update. Doesn't know my location. Jerk.
Hey,
there you go.
Just got it. Beautiful.
So make pictures of your friends on the fly, but you can save them. Like this one I'm gonna call Dave, so I can show all my friends. Dave. But you can randomize. They'll show you all kinds of really funky stuff. Like look at those monkey feet on that.
Oh,
that's nice.
That's highly inappropriate.
So give you an idea. I guess that's the other thing I left out too. You drag on the arms and stuff, and you can change how big the body is, how big the head is compared to everything else.
Really, like.
So, I can't believe I forgot about that.
There you go. That is so cool.
So, and it's free. That's what's great about it too.
Yeah. But
yeah, it's called Androidify. You can find that on the Android market of all places.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine.
Like the Android little logo thing is such a brilliant move. Like it's so cute, and they're using it in so many marketing ways that even though Apple has their whole iOS thing, they really knocked it out of the park with choosing Android's cute little logo.
Yeah, which is the one thing that's I've been finding kind of weird though. Some Android commercials don't feature it.
Oh no, they don't. Yeah.
You know, you won't even know that it's an Android phone, except for like the end, it'll say like powered by Android or whatever.
And I think I even saw like on the Zoom commercial, it said
Yeah.
Google. It didn't really say Android.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
That's really interesting. But like on the if you watch the Evo commercials that are still going
Yeah.
on now, they have the Android
Mhm.
flying all around or whatever, and they really make sure to play that up.
Yeah.
You know, don't even really talk about SenseUI, which is weird. You know.
Yeah.
But it's just crazy. Like I know of what everybody's getting Android.
Mm-hmm.
My friend Tim just got an Evo. My stepdad just got an Evo, and then these two people at work that I know, they got Droid 2s. So that's just in recent within the past. But Tim was, I think he's had it for maybe almost a month now. But it's pretty weird. I mean, I don't really know anybody else but buying iPhones, so
Yeah.
pretty excited about that.
That's cool.
So Android is definitely the platform for choice.
It is.
Of
and
choice.
There's a lot of choice to choose from in the Android platform itself.
Yeah.
Lots of apps.
So let's see. We have another app here. This one I really, really like. It's kind of similar to an app I reviewed last week called All My Enemies. So if you want to go ahead and go back and check that out, you can view that on the website. But this one is called AirAttack HD Lite. So just pop this open here. This one's free, and you would think that being AirAttack HD Lite that there would be a full version, in fact, for you to check out. There's not.
There's no full.
So let's see. I'm going to
Maybe it's
continue here.
light because it's as light as air.
Well, I think maybe they're going to plan on releasing one
Yeah.
that's charged, pay version or whatever, which
I
good
see.
for them. But they're not charging anybody now, I guess. But you have two different planes to select from. Good stuff.
Uh-huh.
Tap to start. I don't really know what the
Oh.
difference is between the two planes. But you earn money on your missions, and at the end of each level, you pop in here to the store. I have $500. So I'm going to buy some side planes, which will help me along my way.
It's quite an epic journey.
So, but everything on here is kind of 3D-ish,
Oh.
and they have that same
Ooh.
mechanic as All My Enemies, where you drag your thumb around to aim,
Uh-huh.
or you can tap on a certain part of the screen, and it'll jump clear over there. But they also have it where you can control the plane, like it changes the controls just a little bit so that it's not specific on the screen like it is. Like if I have my thumb in one place on the screen,
I see.
the plane's always going to be in that place.
It's more of like a trackpad kind of thing.
Yeah, and they have another one that makes it relative, so
Yeah.
you're treating it more as like a joystick instead
I
of a trackpad that's kind of enhanced with the side scrolling that this has.
Uh-huh. So
So
that
I
one's
gotta go up here
pretty
and
much
Tap like
touch
that
to
to drop bombs.
Oh, okay.
And up here, you have a bomb meter that
Whoa.
recharges.
Is that a
Tells you
Tesla
when
coil?
more are ready. This part of the level is really interesting, though. They kind of start introducing these puzzles the further along you get, so that you have to limit yourself to a specific area.
Anything with Tesla coils is cool.
Right? That passes the nerd.
Oh,
I hit one.
There you go. Oh,
And I'm
yeah,
down.
watch out for those.
So I'll exit to the main menu there. Just wanted to give you a good shot of gameplay before.
Yeah. That
get
is
this
like
in. So
that music
those are
is
the high
intense.
scores. But let's see. Here in the settings is where you can change your controls. I am on touch, but relative touch again is
yes.
different. Joypad or tilt, so you can control it with your phone.
Oh,
I don't know. It's a little bit too
interesting.
gimmicky. I like
Yeah.
this touch interface.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
So music volume and effects volume, and buttons layout. So a couple different options there. But it does nice. It keeps your place even if you die and you crash like that.
Mhm.
You don't have to go back and completely
That's nice.
beat all the first levels again or whatever.
How nice of them.
But I'm sure you just oh no, let's see. Oh, it picks it up at the last place. So I have to go back and buy the side planes again and everything. And it has my score and money from when I last had that checkpoint. But then I have to go back through and beat this whole level again, which I'm not going to do right now. So it's good stuff right there. It's free. It's a pretty awesome game. I love the graphics on this. Like I said, pretty similar to All My Enemies, which some people have been playing now. It's getting a little bit more popular.
Mm-hmm.
Just a little bit souped up, I think.
Yeah.
I like this one more, to be honest.
That's
So,
cool.
There you are.
I like it.
So if you like that last review, definitely check this out too.
I do. Do a lot. That game, like, it really has a lot of like nice touches to it.
Yeah, there's like bridges that go across the river, and there's a train that's coming carrying these huge missiles or whatever, and you have to bomb the bridge so that the train doesn't make it through. Then you get points off of that. And then there's another part of the level where the train's traveling like along up as you're flying, and you have to bomb from the back of the train forward and to like destroy the train till it gets up to a certain part, because like the back has some missiles it's launching at you or whatever. So but all this happens as the waves of planes are still coming at you. So you're playing the level. It almost reminds me of like when you play pinball and you have those special little things that you have to get off to the side to really get good points.
Yeah.
That's what this is. He's the guy that's made this game has kind of layered these small things in to make it just a little bit different from what you're used to playing.
That's cool. I like it.
So, yeah, it's my new favorite.
Nice.
So definitely check that out. But this last one, this last review I have this week is for a tool. A little bit different. I've been on like a really big game streak lately.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, like the games coming out for Android have been awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like I covered a lot of tools already. But this one stood out to me. It's called Color View Source, and it's one word, and it's free on the Android market.
Nice.
There's a couple different apps on the market that allow you to view the source of a web page, and that's what this does. But this has that extra little feature that color codes the tags and everything, so that it helps you like skim through it easier.
Super helpful.
Yes. So I love it for testing how code comes out, you know, for mobile devices and everything. When you're programming interfaces specifically for a mobile device, it's awesome. So the app works in a couple different ways. You can pop open a browser and go to a web page like, I don't know, theappshow.com/Android, and you can see our awesome site here. But if you hit menu and go to more inside your browser here and share the page, like if you were going to share it to Facebook or something like that, Color View Source comes up as an option to select here for the share intent. So you hit that, and it will actually feed the URL to the Color Source app. The app will then download the web page, take the text and like render it out based on color codes. And this doesn't have any. What the heck, did I disable it in the thing? Let's see. Renders HTML. Awesome. It's gonna force close on me when I'm doing the review.
Whoops.
This hasn't happened before. Usually it loads up. You get the loading thing. And like, look at this. It's all in black and white. I just showed you this a second ago.
You did. It was colorful.
And there wasn't any problem at all. What the heck? See, I'm trying to scroll over too to see the line numbers. There's no line number either.
You broke it.
I must have. So, I don't know. I guess on a regular basis, this works. Let me pull up, I'll go down my recent list. It's taking way too long. There's got to be something with me popping in and out of those other apps that's causing a problem, because I didn't have any of these issues when I did it before. There it goes.
Okay, here we go. Just got to give it a little time.
So here we are. This makes a little bit of sense. If you can, I don't know if you can see that on here, but it's purple and blue and green and all the pretty colors that you like seeing when you're a coder trying to sift through a bunch of stuff to find what you're looking for.
Yeah.
So you can view the source of any web page or whatever, just like you would in a full browser. And right here along the left side, it lists out all the different lines for the code. So again, you can easily track that stuff down. But like I said, it shares directly from the browser, but you can also view your recent ones like I did just then to bring this up. Or you can manually type in a URL by hitting that open URL. So, and if you have pages stored locally on your SD card, you can hit your file browser here and just find the file on the SD card, hit it, and it'll open it right up and show you the source. So it also has a word find feature, so you can search within the document.
Oh, that's nice.
So, and if you have an editor for these, you can hit edit, and it'll list out some of the stuff. Color view source, it doesn't actually edit it itself, but it comes up as an option to open these HTML files in this HTML view or something else. I don't actually have an editor on the phone, which I know is funny. You'd think I would.
Well, like, I mean, it seems like it would be kind of difficult to actually edit something right on the phone.
Well, but you have FTP. Like, you can use and FTP to edit it and then push it up to some server or something.
Yeah. That would be cool. You know, well, like in like Dreamweaver, it has the editor and FTP built right in.
Yeah. Yeah.
That would be cool.
Yeah, I think that and FTP, that's a good one to probably review. I think we did that a long time ago, AFTP or and FTP. But it does have an editor built right into that. So you can edit HTML files and push them back up. So good stuff, but yeah, check it out on the market. It's great for developers or people that are really curious about how web pages are made. You like digging through that stuff.
Yeah.
So, and people have found for some websites that do marketing or whatever, a lot of times they'll embed clues and stuff in the source. So the Lost game, when they were doing that kind of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
So if there's anything like that, this is definitely a great tool to use if you're one of those internet scavenger hunters, or treasure hunters or whatever. You can dig around in the source. So check it out. Color view source.
There was one website I had went to recently, and they like actually put in the source of the code. They're like, "Smart web designers look at other websites' code. Thank you for looking." And I was like, awesome.
Nice. I might do something like that, like caught you looking at the bottom. That'd
be good.
Nice. Hidden in the source.
Yeah.
So that's what we had for the planned app reviews. So
is there an unplanned app review?
I was thinking about squeezing in one more. What do you think?
Do it. Let's do it.
All right. Well, this one's kind of a last
winging it. We're winging it here.
You might have picked that up from the beginning. We're going graphic this week. No, it's graphically. So this is for comics, spelled GRAPHIC.LY. So awesome. I'll pop open this app here. Comics with Friends. So I haven't downloaded anything on here yet, but one of the first places I wanted to go was, of course, right to the free comics, so I can try this out. And they have all kinds of some of them, like the pay comics or whatever, are going to be more well known, but really a great platform for small time, I guess artists to get known and get started on.
Independent producers.
There you go. So I'll check out that free comic. They have the featured ones, and there was top purchasers. Berserker Episode 0. Oh, that's a free one. I like how it has the title on there too. Yeah. So I can pull up the publishers here. Trying to see if they have any big name. Don't see any DC comics on here. Oh, here's some Marvel comics, though. 69 different titles. The Amazing Spider-Man, Astonishing X-Men. Awesome.
Some good starters.
New X-Men 2001. Nice. So let's see, I'll pull up. Can't lose. The Amazing Spider-Man.
This is going to be a bigger deal now that the tablets are starting to come out.
Oh, definitely. And this runs right on tablets as well.
Yeah.
Any Android tablets. But you can purchase this for $1.50, and it adds it to your cart or whatever. So you can group stuff together to purchase, I guess. I don't know. So let's see. I'm gonna hit that checkout for $1.50. It's gonna make me enter in a card. Sorry, guys, not purchasing that right now. Then not using the Android market. So
Interesting.
a little bit of a disappointment. But let's see. I can pull up my collection. I just backed out of the app.
There you go.
Gotta let it load. Best over Wi-Fi, of course. At least that's what they say on the bottom. So recently read or purchased.
It really depends on your Wi-Fi.
True. Oh, you see how they did tile loading though?
Very nice.
Kind of
Google Maps-ish.
there you go. That's what I was going for.
Can pinch and zoom. Can you double tap? Pinch, zoom, squeeze.
There we go.
Look at the detail in that. That's nice. It's got some good.
It's weird though. It doesn't offer scrolling.
It doesn't.
No, you can only pinch into a spot. Can't scroll.
Can you 2-finger scroll?
No, it freaks out like you're trying to zoom.
Oh. Can you 3-finger scroll?
Can you iPad home?
Can you smash your palm into it and wiggle it around? How do you get to the next page?
Jeez.
Is it only one page? That's not a very good comic. Not very funny.
Oh wait, look, there was a little thing right there that said controls ?
It's loading image. Did you hit the wrong button?
Whatever, Dave. Criticizing what buttons I hit. I do what I want.
Oh,
Jeez.
what just happened?
All right. Well, it completely signed me out. See how
Nice
fast I
password.
can sign in.
That's a good one.
At gmail.com. Boom. See, I told you I'm getting a lot better at the touchscreen, no keyboard stuff.
Yeah. Whipping through it.
I don't know. That said episode 0. So
All right. Where's those? Oh,
There we go.
It moved.
this one does some
That's kind of weird.
loads on the fly.
I mean, it's not.
See, look, this one is doing the.
Oh, yeah. I think the app
Fingers,
just
yeah.
freaked out.
That's weird.
Hmm. What I've seen in the Marvel iOS apps is they do this interesting, like, plane frames kind of thing.
Yeah. Where it moves from frame to frame too.
Yeah.
This one doesn't. It says swipe on at page level to move from page to page. Single tap on the edges to move from panel to panel.
Cool.
Tap on a panel to zoom
from
into
panel
it.
to panel.
Double tap to zoom out and go back to page level.
There you go. So you can do panel to panel.
There we go. So then you just tap on
Mm-hmm.
the right side. Or is it on the panel edge? Oh, I
I
guess
believe
that's
it's
like a
on the-
2-for-1 deal there though.
Didn't really.
It's not really a good zoom.
Yeah. What I like about the iOS one is, like,
See, look, and then this one isn't doing the.
are you in panel mode? You might be in panel mode.
That's what it is.
Mhm.
Yeah, but it seems like that there should be some sort of an indication.
Yeah, and in the, like I was saying, in the iOS one, they have a it actually darkens out the other panels, so it like singles each panel out, which is a nice little hint that you are kind of in that mode. What mode are you in now, Lane?
Well, I clicked on. I'm in the page mode.
Okay.
I clicked on this panel up here, and it went to black.
Because it was loaded.
No, it pushed it over
Oh,
to the edge.
Awkward.
See, I don't get this. Like, why doesn't it zoom all the way in? And see,
You're in panel mode.
yeah, I get that. But I mean, like, when you click on the panel, you think it would zoom into this panel, not all three across.
Yeah, it has to do with how they set up the comic. I'm sure if you look at a bigger budget comic, they may have some of those issues.
Yeah, I guess we'll find out when I put in my credit card information to buy one. For crying out loud.
Mm-hmm.
That's just, yeah. That right there is not going to work. Sorry, graphically. I find your user interface inferior.
Well, it's not horrible. I mean,
yeah. Well, if it's not graphically, if it's the comic maker's fault, I don't know. It seems to me like there should be some kind of either foolproofness or
foolproofness.
Yeah, where they make it easier for stuff to make it, because those frames should really be filling up each individual one. So your mileage may vary.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully they're better than that, and I'll certainly give graphically a follow-up next week once I put in all my credit card info and buy a comic on here. So
by George.
Yeah, but I had to check that out. I was reading the notes to prep for the show, and I'm like, oh, I just saw this news pop today, so I'm like, I gotta get in on that.
Breaking news, people.
Talk about some graphically.
Very cool.
So, and I didn't know it was gonna be that graphically bad.
Oh, nice. But we got more stuff to talk about.
Jokes.
Speaking of breaking news, boom. Android app news. Let's get this started.
Beep, 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 beep.
Hey, we should do that. What do you know? What do you know, Lane?
Kaspersky has released their security app for Android. So apparently they've expanded support to include Android and BlackBerry in their lineup. Pretty good stuff, I guess.
Real good.
There's all this news going around, about Trojans and stuff for Android. This one that they just had out was a click Trojan, I guess, where they commit click fraud. So I guess the bottom line is don't install apps third party unless you know where they come from, because there's as Wild West and open as the Android market is, it's a pretty good bet that the stuff that is really bad gets cleared out of there. So no big worries there. But everybody's jumping into the security stuff with Kaspersky and what AVG has an antivirus program for Android now. So,
yeah,
good stuff.
Very cool.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it actually needs the security, but I'm sure somebody will write me an email and tell me why my phone needs antivirus.
Yeah.
So get on that.
They just want to keep you safe.
Yeah, yeah.
Like Twitter wants to keep their users. I
guess there's a bunch of, I think, bad PR moves going on by Twitter. They suspended Twidroid, spelled with a Y because of George Lucas, and Uber Social. So
yeah, something's a little weird about this, because not only did they suspend those, which were both bought by Uber Media, is it? Both those are owned by the same company now.
Are they?
They are.
Okay.
And they had another app, Simple Tweet, which I believe is an iPhone app.
Okay.
So they own all those. So they just recently bought Uber Tweet, or they just recently bought a company, which now makes them the largest mobile provider of tweets behind Twitter.
Nice.
Yes.
Combined between all the... Okay.
Yeah. So they're the second biggest Twitter interface.
Behind Twitter itself.
Nice. For mobile devices.
Well, they kind of got a slap because they expanded on the direct messaging capabilities of Twitter. I mean, I'm sure you've seen some of these things that will expand on the tweet capabilities.
But this was like weird, wasn't it?
Yeah, but this was it's like a privacy issue. Twitter saying that the DMs shouldn't be on some third-party website like that because they're supposed to be private messages. But the tweets is just fine to do that. So no augmenting the 140 characters for direct messages. But the problem is they didn't even contact these companies to say, hey, can you stop doing that? Or I guess it's one company, the makers of the apps. They just shut them off and said, hey, anybody that's a user of Twidroid or Uber Twitter, you are pretty much, you're done. Mm-hmm. So no access to your feed. That's kind of a big deal because Twidroid's, like, if it's not the biggest, it's one of the biggest methods for accessing Twitter on Android.
I believe it is the biggest.
Yeah, and we love the app. We've reviewed it. Mm-hmm. It's a great app.
Yeah.
So, and I've used it on and off for my daily driver for, ever since it's been spelled with the I, a long time ago, before they even had a Twidroid Pro. So, I don't know. It's kind of a shady, I think, play. It's a shady swipe because it's putting all those people out there on notice. You know what I mean? There are developers that have worked hard to build this Twitter platform into what it is. Because let's face it, Twitter wouldn't be quite what it was if it wasn't so awesomely accessible on smartphones and everything. As like a platform, as long as it has been. You know what I mean? Because Twitter never stepped up and did it themselves until several other people did and built it up. Right. So
Uber
kind of leaves a bad taste in my mouth.
Uber Tweet was recently bought by, and I believe its name was changed. Maybe not.
Yeah.
By Uber Media. And they also own Twidroid and Echophone on the iPhone and a couple other social media platforms.
And I guess Echophone wasn't shut off, but I don't know if they have this augmenting thing.
I thought I heard Echophone was.
Okay. All right. Well, the story that I know about was only the two, but that's I could believe that though. You know what I mean? It's a very real possibility if that's what they're all up in arms about. Is this one company and what they're doing? But apparently everything's been reinstated, and everything's fine. So, but until if you have one of these apps, until you update it and get the new version, the old version is blocked by Twitter, so you won't be able to access Twitter. Again, I just think that's a bad move. I think it's a bad move on Twitter's part. Because it doesn't really affect the companies, as much as it just pisses off the user, Because that's exactly what the company's going to say as soon as people start complaining, why can't I use your app? Oh, it's because Twitter, arbitrarily blocked us or whatever.
Yeah, they're now the biggest Twitter client after they had just recently bought this little program called TweetDeck.
Oh, just that little
giant.
They own TweetDeck now.
They bought TweetDeck.
Holy crap! What are they, like the Twitter bottom feeding company?
Yeah. So they own Twidroid, Uber Twitter, now TweetDeck also.
So are they the ones that brought TweetDeck to the Chrome web store?
I don't know. They just recently bought it.
That's a joke.
I don't. What is a joke? Is it? Oh, because it's a.
Yeah, it's just a web thing. The web store. I'm sorry, they're just websites that you say are apps. And as long as you say it, then it's true. And it shouldn't be what makes it an app. Oh well. Onward and upward, I guess. But I guess I shouldn't criticize it too much because I actually use TweetDeck from the web store.
Yeah.
Because I like it more than the other ones, but it just seems kind of ridiculous to me to call it an app. It's a web page.
Mm-hmm. And TechCrunch quotes that Uber Media has just raised a boatload of money.
Yeah, a quote unquote boatload.
A boatload.
Is that what they put on Crunchbase for the value?
Yes.
Boatload plus $5 million.
Yeah, it says. No, it does say 21 million.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a boatload, I would say.
Nice. Yeah, it's pretty good. So
for a couple little Twitter clients.
Yeah.
Not even making Twitter. Like that's just making a Twitter client.
I can't hate on them. Get money where you can get it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, speaking of that, the Angry Birds franchise is going to be introducing an ads-free version coming up within the next month, which everybody assumes, we're going to be charging for. So, I don't know. What do you think, Dave? If you had the opportunity... Oh, wait, you do. So what do you think about the difference between getting Angry Birds for free with no ads, free with ads, or pay for it no ads?
I pay for it.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's 99 cents. Like,
just get over it, right?
I mean, I usually download the free one first, and then if I like it, and if it's an app that I'm going to use more than once, then I just buy it, because I don't want the ads to get in my way. I don't want to accidentally click on it. I'll pay 99 cents so I don't accidentally click on an ad and be frustrated.
Well, and those iOS ads are so immersive. You click on it, it just takes you out of the experience.
It's immersive.
You're right into this other thing.
It's so immersive.
There's no control.
So immersive.
So. Yeah.
No, but that's what you want. You want it to be immersed.
Yeah, that's what I want. See, that's why they can't come out with the iPhone like what they had on Futurama. Where they actually
in your eye.
Yeah, in your eye, because then the ads would be everywhere. And you talk about an immersion, that would be a total immersion.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I guess I come down on the side of.
And it would hurt when it kind of vibrates.
Yeah. Your vision would just.
Somebody's calling. Uh-oh.
Nice. I feel like there's a good FaceTime joke here that I'm missing.
Yeah, there is. It's too late to come up with a good one, though.
Yeah.
You are on with the transitions, though. What's the next transition?
Well, speaking of transitions, if you're a Nokia developer and you're looking to move to Android, now is the time.
You even pulled a transition out of a transition statement.
That's right. It's a transition. So a new tool has been released to port Nokia QT apps over to Android more easily. So if you're looking at the future of Nokia, which appears to be Microsoft Windows Phone 7, 8, whatever, in another 6 months, they said, before they're coming out with the device. So you think that WebOS was late to the scene. Just wait until Nokia gets here. You can actually bail right now and jump on the Android bandwagon.
Which is what a lot of developers did at Nokia.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, the news story that was out, like all Nokia, like all 1,500 web developers leave Nokia on a Friday.
Nice.
Like they got up, like when they announced the move over to Windows, they like left for the day.
Nice. The people that actually worked there,
they walked out.
Nice.
Yeah.
Which can you blame them? I mean, I think a lot of people expected them to go for Android, and Eric Schmidt still says, he thinks that the door's still open. Number one, and he thinks that there is a possibility that they could still come to Android. So, like, there's a bunch of people like HTC. They're releasing both Windows Phone 7 and Android phones, and they're well known for both of them too. I mean, the hardware is awesome.
Yeah.
So there's no reason they couldn't really do both, unless there was some exclusivity money agreement going on. But I don't know. Probably the biggest thing that played into this, though, is that vice president or whatever that was promoted to the president of the company, and he had a relationship with Microsoft, and apparently Ballmer was wrong. It's not developers. It's relationships.
Executives.
Yes, there you go. So it just depends on what conference he's at that he screams it and gets.
Yeah.
Just switch out any word for that.
It's hard to say executives 3 times fast, huh?
Yeah, maybe. Well, developers, though.
Developers, yeah.
It has a nice dance to it when it comes out.
Yeah, it's got a rhythm.
Yeah.
It's got a cadence.
It's got a kind of a developers,
yes.
I can't get enough. Watch the video. Go to YouTube. Look up Steve Ballmer and then developers. It's awesome.
Yeah. Speaking of getting in our groove, we're just getting in our groove now, and the show's already over.
That's right. That's
So
fine,
sad.
though.
Yeah. There's more of them, though.
Yeah, if you want to watch more shows, then definitely check out the AndroidAppShow.com. We have tons and tons of videos on there. Dave, did you know that we had tons of videos on the AndroidAppShow.com?
I did. I uploaded some of them.
awesome.
maybe one or two of them.
So, and we're working on a mobile site that's kind of like work in progress, but
Yeah.
we're getting some of the fine-tuned things. But it offers all kinds of great things. So if you visit the AndroidAppShow.com on your mobile phone, and you can use it to watch our YouTube videos. It clicks right over and watch them right through the YouTube app. And if you want to install the app that we reviewed, the market link is right there. Boom. You click right over. You're inside the
Boom.
Android market, and you're installing it, and you're on your way to being as awesome as I like to think that I am.
And if you don't even want to go to our website and just watch our stuff on YouTube, you can do that too. YouTube.com/TheAndroidAppShow for more of that glorious Android footage.
Yes, that's right. As of today, of course, we're recording episode 51 today.
Yes.
But we have 50
In the
full-length
can.
episodes out. And on our YouTube page, we have many of those episodes dating back to the 30s, I think, when we started putting the full-length. Maybe it's the 40s, I don't know. But we also have now over 100 YouTube videos.
Oh, I thought you meant 1930.
Oh, no.
Back in the 30s, you know.
You know, from where you got the intro music.
You had to
Right, the
wind up.
voiceover?
You had to wind up the Android phone.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, no, that was the XO.
Yeah, the laptop.
Yeah.
But this thing is awesome. We are at this moment at 100. Tonight I'll be uploading 101. So our 101st video to YouTube on the Android App Show account.
It's the Dalmatian video.
There you are. So it's
If you-
actually going to be an app review of a great app. But at the very end, if you listen to it, you'll have a nice
Dog bark.
Billy Bob Thornton Sling Blade reference. So
Nice.
look forward to that awesomeness.
And if you find it and you want to tell everybody about it, we are on Twitter. Android App Show is our name. Android News and Rumors is our game.
That's right.
Yeah.
And we like talking to people on Twitter.
We do.
It's pretty
Very
entertaining. You know, people send us questions and stuff all the time on there. So if you have any questions for an app recommendation, definitely send it our way on Twitter.
But that's not all.
No,
We
it
do
is
more.
not all.
We also do the Android Tech Show. It's a little show that we do where we cover Android technology. We talk about, phones.
Yeah, that's
Talk
right.
about tablets.
Yeah, we have all kinds of hardware reviews on there of phones and tablets and everything. So if you want to kind of if you have a question about a specific phone, of course we don't have everything covered, but you can do a search on there and get some pretty good ideas. So the website's right down here, theandroidtechshow.com, for all your hardware news.
Very similar to
Video
theandroidappshow.com.
Yes.
But just put tech in there
just
instead
tweak.
of app. Little tweak. See what we did there? We kind of made it simple for you. And we want to keep it simple, so we'll be back next week with some more Android app news. Thanks for watching.
Yes. You got to bring up the gadget cam.
Oh, I do. Is there something there?
Yeah.
Oh, you got it. You got something. Yes. That's good. What's going on?
And we love you.
Thanks. Bye, everybody. Awkward ending.